I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be how to create a useful product or service. I got a business question here from a viewer, and he says, "Hi Corey, I find myself spending an incredible amount of time focusing on what makes a woman happy emotionally and sexually, that I've settled at my job that I love as my only income source, and I've not invested any time seeking outside profitable ventures that would free me of my 9-to-5 job." Well, that's a common theme amongst a lot of people that are working for others, is they think someday it's like, that'd be great to have my own business. It'd be great to not have to work for somebody else. It'd be great to develop something like that on the side that I can ultimately, in a nice way, tell my boss to take his job and shove it up his ass sideways, if you will. But it's like, how many people actually really go and do that in life? How many people really take the risk and strive for their dreams? People will do more to avoid pain than they'll do to gain pleasure. And that's why the pain of doing something, or the pain of potentially failing to them, is more real, is more powerful than the pleasure or the rewards of taking the risk and spending the time and effort and the dedication and the years necessary to see something through to its successful fruition. He says, "I'm very successful with women, but I know that if I invested even half of the mental energy that I do on a business venture, life would be incredibly sweet and enjoyable instead of living paycheck to paycheck." I agree. Welcome to my world, dude. That's why I love what I do. It enables me to come and go as I please, to come in and work when I want to work, schedule people when I schedule people, when I want to take a vacation. I simply schedule time and I take a vacation. There's nobody to ask. I don't have to check with anybody. And the beauty of the business that I have now is that as long as I got my laptop and an internet connection, I can pretty much work from any internet connection anywhere on the planet. So it's incredibly freeing. And I remember your pain. And it's like, I remember what it's like to work for somebody else and to feel those feelings that you're feeling right now, and to be thinking those things that you think about working for somebody else. Because it sucks. It's because you can't just wake up on like a day like today in the middle of the week and just say, I don't feel like fucking going to work. I don't feel like doing anything. I think I'm going to take the day off. I think I'm going to go out in the boat. I think I'm going to take my jet skis out. I think I'm going to go to the beach. I think I'm going to go hang out with some friends. Or I think I'm going to take my chick and we're going to go for a drive, or whatever it is that you're going to do with your life. It gives you the freedom to do that. It's incredible. It makes you feel more alive than you ever have when you have the freedom to come and go as you please. So he says, "Can you advise me on what opportunities to look for to create a product or service that many would pay for at the drop of a hat? As a multimedia producer, I've created and worked on products for other successful companies and individuals, including a world-famous New York Times best-selling business guru." He says, "It's time I create something for the masses so I can live and enjoy a lifestyle like I've witnessed the many millionaires I've met and worked for." So here's the deal. Whether you're an employee or you want to become a future employer, or a business owner, small business owner, you want to start something on the side, the thing you got to remember is that it's all about finding a way to add value to other people's lives. If you're an employee and you work for somebody else, basically adding value to the customers' lives of your employer. If you are an employer, or you're a small business owner, or you have an idea for a small business, the idea is that you want to find a way to add value to people's lives, either through creating a useful product or providing a useful service that people want. And so where is it you want to start? I mean, ideally you want to do something that you're passionate about, that you have an interest in, something that's exciting to you. And the second thing that you want to look at is that you want to look at the market demographics. What is the potential? Who are the potential customers? What pain does your product or service solve? What need that people have does your product or service solve? You need to focus on the value proposition of what you're going to offer, not, hey, I'm going to make this clever widget, if you will, and I'm going to sell it for $100 just because I think that's what people will want to pay for it. And everybody, because it's great, so everybody should want one. It's like you gotta focus on what the need is and what the pain is that it's going to solve, and the more potential people that your product or service solves a pain for, if it's the more general it is, the more, because like what do you see on TV a lot of? It's a lot of pain medication, headache medication kind of stuff, aspirin. stuff to put lead in your pencil. I mean, whatever it happens to be, they're always advertising products. Like if you look at those, like I think it's called telebrands, they do a lot of the infomercial kind of stuff where, like it's like a can of, if you got a dead spot in your yard, it's like this can of paint and you spray it and it's like fertilizer and it's got green paint in it and it fixes the spot while it also helps it grow back in or whatever. And that's the kind of thing that a lot of people have yards, and so a lot of people that have yards that have brown spots in it from their dog or whatever would love to have something like that, and it's cheap. It's like $9.99, whatever it happens to be. That's the kind of product that a lot of people will use. But a product that, like, say you make a custom part for a 1965 Mustang, and only that particular year that part is for, and you think, oh, I'm going to sell 10 million of these things. Well, there's probably not even 10 million of those cars worldwide even in existence anymore, if there even ever were that many made. But my point being is that if you make a product and it's a very small demographic or a very small audience, you have a limited number of customers. So if you're going to add value, make sure it's doing something you have a passion for, maybe something you have knowledge in, something that you really are excited about, and you're really knowledgeable, and you put that information out there. Like what I do, I have an information service, basically, a coaching service, if you will, and I can put that information in these videos and people can watch it and apply the things that I talk about in their own life, and they get value out of that, and it helps them in their lives and improves their lives. And so it improves their lives, and guess what? They come back and they watch more of it. They consume more of it, and that's the value proposition that I'm solving a pain. Just like you have a pain that you want to get out of your 9-to-5 job, and I have answers and I have ideas and strategies that you can use to figure out a business plan and a business model to move in that direction. So choose something you really got a passion for, you got a liking for, because if you don't like it, you'll never really be good at it. Because if you don't really love something, you won't put in the time necessary to make it successful, because on the way to being successful at something, you're going to run into challenges, you're going to run into obstacles, you're going to run into people slamming doors in your face and telling no, or telling you that they think your idea sucks, or whatever it happens to be. And if you choose something that to work in, or to create something that you have a passion for, that you have knowledge and wisdom in, and it's solving a real need that a lot of people have, then you start looking for people that are already succeeding at what it is that you want to succeed at, and you model their success. And by implementing some of the same systems in place that they have, you can achieve the same kinds of success that they have. But it's like you put your own, because there's lots of people out there that are life coaches, or they're success coaches, or they're peak performance coaches, like what I do, but I have a very unique niche. Not only do I help guys in their dating, pickup, and relationship part of their lives, but I help them all aspects. Like with you, I'm helping you with a business question. So it's, if you can do something you have a passion for and you love and you're excited about it and you're good at it, and you model other people that are already successful at similar business models, then that way it's not so much trial. You can cut down the amount of time that it takes in order to succeed at it. Because like I said, if you don't choose something that, I can't stress this enough, I say this all the time, if you don't choose something that you're not passionate about, when things get tough, or you run into those first few obstacles, or you get the first few people that tell you no, or they say no thanks, if you don't have a passion for it, then you just give up because you weren't really that into it to begin with. Those are some things to think about, and that's what I would do if I were you. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way is to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link. They'll take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video coaching newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website, and on the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.